To me, I'm looking at Nigeria youth as people who have not understand governance. I'm seeing Nigeria youth as people who have not come to actually know what it means to have a good government. Now, the truth being told, Nigeria have decayed beyond the extent that we need a candidate that will be telling us, I want to build road, I want to build school, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to give you good health care, I want to give you that. No, we have decayed beyond that. African leaders have decayed beyond that. What we need now as Nigeria and some other countries in Africa, most especially countries like Congo, countries like Cameroon, countries like Uganda, what we need now is candidates that will punish bad behavior and reward good behavior. Because this in 2023 election, I supported Peter Obi. The reason why me in this 2027 election I will not support Peter Obi is because Peter Obi will only develop the land. Peter Obi does not have the rascality, does not have the ruggedity, does not have the stubborn mind to punish bad behavior. And if you don't punish bad behavior, even if you develop the land, when those that have bad behavior, bad characters come into governance, they will destroy what you have built before and paint you a bad person. This is the reason why Nigeria has Africa have keep rigmaroling in a circle, thinking that they are moving forward. Right now, for me as a person, I'm not using this video to seek attention. I'm not using this video to call on anybody to draw attention to anything. No. For all the people that are currently in corridor of presidency, the only person that I see he can do this mission is Omoyele Sowore. Yes. Why? Because all our system has been decayed, from the judiciary to the executives to the lawmakers to those in governance. The truth being told, if our prisons are filled up with politicians that have stolen Nigeria's fund, that have brought Nigeria to her knee, that have made Nigeria to be a mockery to other nations, then even when he is out, those that will come into power, they will be wise and do what is right. What do we need at this point? People that will enact law for transparency in governance. People that have that strong heart to enact laws that will make governance to be transparent. People that will enact law against corruption. People that will enact law that will force those in power to do what is right. Nigeria #1 law in the constitution says every governance, the responsibility of every governance is to secure lives and property. Now, 1999 down to 2025, has this been a primary responsibility of Nigeria governance? When you check people that buy from 1960 to 1998, as a result of insecurity, they are not as much as people that have died from 1999 to 2025. So what are we actually saying? Because the people that wrote this law and that have been in power really do not have the masses at heart. And because there is no punishment for anybody in governance who failed to do the constitutional right, there is no punishment for that person. So they feel the constitution is there for nothing. That's the honest truth. That's the way these politicians see the constitution. Because I see no reason why the constitution will give you a responsibility, and you say because you are the one in power, You won't do it. That's the reason why Nigeria constitution is like a coin that have two sides. They say constitution now that they tell you that the primary responsibility of every governance is to secure life and property. When you ask a lawyer now to come and interpret this law, the lawyer will go to section 88 of section 2.5 and tell you that there are conditions to this law. If a government should do this and do that and do this and do that, it is no longer a primary responsibility. They will interpret it that. You will not be wondering, I will not be the law, not be constitution again. So invariably, the people that wrote this constitution are still politicians. Because even when they were swearing Obasanjo in 1999, there was no Nigeria constitution. So it was the same politician that sat down and wrote this constitution. That's the reason why when they wrote from section 1 down to around section 10, it was plain. But they were now writing the other part to contradict this side. That's the reason why when you are reading Nigeria constitution, it will get to a place that you need to throw it away, because you now see the later part contradicting or giving conditions to fulfill the earlier part, and it's so nasty. It's so nasty. So what do we need now? We need somebody that will enact laws, that will force those in power to do what is right. We want somebody that will enact laws that when you are leaving a political office, a public office, you must be audited. If you found one thing, you must go to prison for it. These are the kind of people that we know. No, because we've gone beyond, we've decayed beyond those people that will be telling you, I will give you road, I will give you light, I will give you water, I will give you this. No, we've decayed beyond that. We've decayed beyond that. We need people that will put people in prison. We need people that will put public office holder in prison. We need person that will put politicians in prison. And that is the only character that makes me to love Sowore. And that's why these politicians will fight it tooth and nail to make sure that Sowore never gets into power. I'm not doing this for Sowore. I'm not doing this to seek attention. No. I've not met Sowore before. I don't even want to meet him. But this is the plain truth. When you take a look around why they are fighting this man, is because of this character that he have. This is the only man that they know he can jail them. This is the only man that they know he can sentence them. This is the only man that they know when he say yes, is yes. Nobody can bribe him. Nigeria youth, be wise. We've gone beyond the era of I will give you hospital. We need people that will put some people, some politicians, some public office holder in prison. If such people are in power, people like David Umahi cannot tell Rufai that you are a small boy. Who are you to ask me that? You can't do that as a public office holder. You can't do that.